for those of you getting ready for the regular season finale of MWC basketball, Missouri Valley Conference, Drake and Bradley ready to go at the Knapp Center in Des Moines, Iowa, there on Forest Avenue. With Tom Crean, I'm Zubin Mehenti. Our technical crew out at the scene, Kevin Lehman and play-by-play man Clay Matvick are having some difficulties. As soon as that is figured out, we'll be ready to go. Drake is coming off a triple OT victory, and you are taking a look, Tom, as we get set for Arch Madness next week in St. Louis. The league is wrapped up. Indiana State has won it. It's all about seeding now. Drake will be in the second spot, taking on Bradley, who they knocked off earlier last month, 74-67. And the Drake Bulldogs with head coach Darren DeVries and led by his son, star forward Tucker DeVries, the junior from Waukee, Iowa. If this is your first chance to see him, you're in for a treat. This is a fantastic Drake ball club.
No question. These are two extremely well-coached teams with Darren DeVries and with Brian Wardle at the helm and Bradley. And here we go. We're rolling, Zubin. Take it away, Zubin. Let's go.
We're ready to go. Again, Bradley, 13-6 in the Valley. Regular season finale, entry pass out of bounds, so Drake is going to have it. And for those of you that haven't had a chance to see DeVries, I just want to kind of mention he was a high school star in Iowa. There he is, number 12. The junior opted to play for his dad, and that is really the impetus, Tom, that Drake has turned it around under Darren DeVries, the longtime Creighton assistant.
Well, he did such a great job at Creighton, Zubin. He was such a huge part of their development. See a great screen to get it inside, a cut that follows it up. Darren DeVries knows how to coach. He was a huge part of what Greg McDermott built, and he's carried that with him to Drake.
No question. Where he's got the technical difficulties sorted out, we're going to get you to the play-by-play men, Clay Matvick and Kevin Lehman here in just a second. We're trying to working out the kinks for sure. Let's get it out there. Looks like, for those of you watching on ESPN2, welcome inside the Knapp Center in Des Moines, Iowa. With Tom Crean, I'm Zubin Mehenti here in our ESPN studios. We're having some technical difficulties with our play-by-play crew, Clay Matvick and Kevin Lehman, out at the Knapp Center on Forest Avenue in Des Moines as Bradley scores the first point of the game. This is the final day of the Missouri Valley Conference regular season as we get set for Arch Madness. Indiana State has won the regular season title. Drake firmly in second. Bradley scores the first two of the game. This is meeting number 2 of the season, Tom. 74-67. Drake won earlier in the year at Bradley. Now looking for the regular season sweep at the Knapp Center.
Great diagonal screen to get it inside. They're doubling off the pass, as we see, and right away, a turnover for Drake. So Malibi Leon gets fouled early in the game to go to the foul line to go up 2. Bradley gets the ball back. A good start for Bradley inside of this game, creating that turnover, creating the early miss.
Darren DeVries in his 6th season on the job, you can book it. He's basically been a 20-win coach every year he's been there, and if you've been following the Drake program long before that, you know those are few and far between. Both teams have had the ball once each time. They've turned it over. The only points are a Bradley free throw, and Drake's got numbers. They're pushing it the other way. Arch Madness again next week in St. Louis. Selection Sunday, Tom. Can you believe it? It's 2 weeks from today.
Yeah, here it is. Here it is. But foul on the shot. Went over the pick and roll. You could tell the screen was called out a little bit late. Came over the top, fouled the jump shooter. Brian Wardle played at Marquette, played for me 2 years at Marquette, was with us on our staff, went to Wisconsin, Green Bay, did a fantastic job there, and has really had a resurgence since Bradley. He's taken this team to the NCAA tournament. They've won the championship. Again, we're watching 2 of the finest coaches. I don't want to call them young coaches, but 2 of the finest coaches in the Missouri Valley, and certainly 2 of the better coaches in the entire Midwest region.
They certainly probably wouldn't mind if you called them young. There is DeVries for our audience on ESPN2. We were talking to our folks on ESPNU a little bit earlier. Of the 10 guys on the floor to watch, number 12, the junior out of Waukee, Iowa, that is the guy to have your eyes on. Likely the Missouri Valley Conference player of the year.
Wide open spot right there. If they'd have had the pass ready, they'd have got into it. But a beautiful screen coming off, and Connor Hickman, who's one of the better outside shooters, averaging 14 points at Bradley from Bloomington, Indiana, knocking down the screen, or knocking down the 3 off the diagonal screen out of the corner. Beautiful play.
Drake here, down 5-2 early at the Knapp Center. If you're joining us, we're having some technical difficulties out at site with play-by-play man Clay Batnick and Kevin Lehman, the latter.
Zubin, we're good. We can handle it, Zubin.
Well,
we can handle this.
You know Lehman knows the Missouri Valley like nobody else, so I'd love to get his commentary and thoughts here in just a second as the three rims out. Bradley's going to have it. Cold shooting start for both teams.
Yeah, exactly. But if that's the major leagues, and we're the AAA right now. You got to have some AAA players once in a while, so we're fine.
All right, so they're the Chicago Cubs. It's about 10 miles from where this game is being played. That's where the Iowa Cubs play. So we're the AAA affiliate, but it's spring training for everybody, except we're ready to rock here. What's so interesting, Tom, look at the entry pass here.
Beautiful play. That's almost like what BYU, you watched the Kansas-BYU game the other night, so much action with three men on the side, bringing three together. The NBA calls that a gaggle, but a great job of getting the back cut, no pressure on the ball, layup.
No doubt, and if you watch that BYU game, they won at Kansas at Allen Fieldhouse to see if Bradley can take home the road victory, which would be an upset in and of itself. The Braves are 13-6 in Valley play. Drake's going to have it. Once again, a little careless. Going to be Bradley basketball. A little loose on both ends to start.
Yeah, very poor start for Drake. And it's almost like the nerves have got to settle in. You've got to relax and play. They're a little out of character with their rushing. This is usually a very good precision offense in the half court. They can run the break. They can score in the break from three or at the rim. And again, both teams really rely on their half-court offenses right now. And Bradley is showing that medal early, and Drake is struggling.
No doubt. It's looking like perhaps an Indiana State Drake 1-2 chalk. You'll see there at Arch Madness if everything holds firm. Indiana State's been the story of the season, ranked for the first time since 1979 when Larry Bird was there. They promptly lost their first game after being ranked. Drake and Bradley have been a nice story, too. Hook shot up in for two. But really, it's been the Sycamores that have really carried the flag for the conference all season.
Well, it has, but right now they've played these teams. There's no question Josh Shears has had to go through a tough gauntlet to win in that league. But these two teams will be forces in St. Louis. As we saw Daryl Hannah knock down that jump shot on the other end for Bradley. Now a moving screen, a little bit in a rush. This is a crucial possession right before the TV timeout for Drake to settle in, get a good look.
Drake has 4 points, all of them scored by DeVries. Again, high school star in Waukee, Iowa, has been really instrumental for Darren DeVries. There's a lot of people that didn't think this program could be turned around. Dr. Tom Davis took over, bequeathed the program to his son, Keno Davis. DeVries took over after a couple of misfires. And Drake, which made the 1969 Final Four and has a proud history, is making it happen. There is DeVries again. He's got two jumpers and a three. He's accounted for all seven.
That's too easy, Zubin. That is absolutely too easy. And you know he's at the head of the scouting report. Finding him, not letting him come off screens, there was far too much separation for that off the double staggered screen that Drake set.
Last touch by Drake. It's going to be Bradley.
Watch how easy this is, Zubin. Watch how easy. Sets it up, comes off the screen. They're behind him. He lines up. He got ready in the air and knocked down that three-point shot.
Back after this.
Are you wearing this just to get recognized?
Oh, it's comfortable.
Tell your driver when you return the car, we'll fill it up for you.
Nice to have a little status.
It's not you. It's T-Mobile Magenta Status.
Driver.
You don't need to be famous to get premium benefits from brands you love. That's Magenta Status.
Oh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology. Oh. Answer a few questions, I'll look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream.
Wow.
Curology. Skincare with a face.
And Doug. Customize and save with Liberty Bibbity. Liberty Bouchima. Liberty Blibbitu.
Mark that one. That was nice.
I think you're supposed to stand over there.
Oh, am I? Thank you.
So a couple more, but we'll go quick. Libru Smeeboo. Libru Breeboo. Limu Beeboo. And me.
He's an emu!
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.
But they're going to have to rotate out a little bit quicker. Bradley usually goes down off the passer on the dribble. Today they're going off the catch. That's something that we'll have to watch as this game goes on to see if they adjust, because now Drake is almost inviting that double team.
No doubt. Good prime opportunity here for Bradley to score and maybe keep Drake from scoring with Tucker DeVries on the bench. And the second I say that, it's a steal, and it's a 3-on-2 for the Bulldogs.
Connor Finke must still be bothered by that nose, because that was absolutely weak, giving that ball up at the elbow. You got to be stronger with the ball. When you run your offense through the elbow, like Bradley does so much of the time through their 5-man, you got to be stronger with the ball.
And Kevin Overton there proving that Drake can score, even with DeVries on the bench. Once again, next whistle stoppage, we'll have a TV timeout, and it looks like it's going to be right there. So when we return to the Knapp Center on the final weekend of Missouri Valley Conference play in this great matchup between Bradley and Drake, it'll be Clay and Kevin Lehman taking you back. Here's Overton, the steal, the score. The fellas will have it for you after this.
Are you wearing this just to get recognized?
It's comfortable.
Tell your driver when you return the car, we'll fill it up for you.
Nice to have a little status. It's not you. It's T-Mobile Magenta Status. Drive, driver.
You don't need to be famous to get premium benefits from brands you love. That's Magenta Status.
Ugh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi.
Who?
I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology. Oh, I could just get a closer look. Yep, acne and some dark spots. But if you answer a few questions, I'll take a look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream.
Oh, I knew my phone was listening to me.
Curology, skincare with a face. Start today at Curology.com.
Come on in to the truck stop. Everything you need for a road trip to the Final Four.
I'm impressed, Chuck.
You're gonna need these. And these mud flaps.
I can use these.
I'm earning double miles with my Capital One Venture card, so it's on me.
Well, what up with you and these subs?
Man's gotta eat.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus.
We had a power outage about 20 minutes before tip-off here at the Knapp Center. It blew our audio board. And way to go, technical crew, getting that all fixed up. We're ready to go here live at the Knapp Center alongside Kevin Lehman. I'm Clay Matvick. Thank you, Zubin and Tom, for covering us for about a quarter of this ball game, and it's been a good one so far. Tucker DeVries, the reigning Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year, he's got 16 of the 20 for the Bulldogs.
And he's come out on fire. They've used some pin downs to get him open. He's got some with some players in his face, but more importantly, Bradley off to a good start. They struggle with some slow starts. Great start. They've got everyone involved. Hickman with a big three. Great ball movement by the Bradley Braves.
Tucker DeVries coming off the most points he's scored this season, 39, with 13 rebounds and 7 assists as well, also career highs in that triple overtime win against UIC on Wednesday night in Chicago.
He is third on the all-time Drake scoring list and a chance to move up the second past Josh Young the way he started this game.
How about that pass from Darnell Brody? That's maybe the one area of his game that has improved the most.
Well, Roman Penn graduated. They had to find new ways to run their offense. They're running it through the big man, Darnell Brody.
The ball was kicked with 9:41 to go here in the first half. It's going to stay on this end. Let's go back to that last Darnell Brody feed.
He has court vision, and that is going right through the eye of the needle. DeVries, 18 points he's already rung up. You mentioned 39 in that triple overtime against UIC just on Wednesday night.
That's bottled out of bounds. Oh, they're going to say that Drake touched it last. Crowd doesn't like it. And now the officials are going to talk about it, and they're going to say, nope. Got it wrong, and it's overturned, so Drake has it.
You can look at it right there, right? Hickman right off his right hand, out of bounds. Good call by the officials, get that one right.
Kim Kissinger, Marcus Pettigrew, and Gene Grimshaw are true today. Here's Duke Dean. 5'8", the heart and soul of his Bradley Braves team. He'll spot up for 3 and hit.
He shoots it better, Clay, on the road. I had him at Missouri State. 9 triples. Yes, 9 triples. Duke team, 35 points in that game. Had 23 in their loss against Drake, the game we had about 4 weeks ago.
It's his first field goal today. He's shooting about 44% over the last 10 games. As Drake's going to turn it over.
The reason on, they use that high ball screen for Dean. He doesn't need much room or space to get that off. A quick trigger for the Duke.
No matter what happens today, Bradley's going to finish 3rd in the Valley. 1 year after winning the with a win over Drake. Doesn't go for the Duke. And here comes Tucker DeVries loping into the front court already with 18 points.
As Brian Worrell said, this is a statement game for his Braves. No one has won the Knapp Center all season. They are perfect 15-0. They're trying to make the change.
Look down below. Darius Hannah. Nobody slowed him down.
Oh, most improved player in the Valley. One of the most. He can take it coast to coast. Shooting 64% from the field, and that is why close range looking in the rim.
Kevin Overton going to work. And he's bodied up, and he'll go to the foul line. So Atlas in his first.
Look at the handles now. This is their 6'9" center. Darius Hannah. Rise up and punch one through here in the Knapp Center.
Hannah's playing with a lot of confidence lately. Had 22 on Wednesday night against Southern Illinois. Even hit his first career three-pointer.
Senior night at Carver for Darius Hannah, and he came in huge for the Braves. Big win over Southern Illinois. He was playing in Northern Iowa today for that 4th place seeding in the Valley Tournament. Overton, big game against UIC, the freshman left-hander.
Drake by 1, 24-23. Hickman, line drive 3, off the heel.
Watch Drake on offense. Now they're going to, Bradley, they're going to screen and rescreen. Well, that's as open as a look as Tucker DeVries is going to see today.
There's Malavi Leons, threw it up over his shoulder.
Caught in an awkward position.
At and right, in too deep. That's the length of Bradley, too, down there, and Darius Hannah just sealed him off.
A 7-foot wingspan. You've got, there's a great block. Talk about wingspan. Overton, the freshman. Going on the other freshman, Atlason, for the Braves.
Kobe Garland playing with a sore knee. Left it short on the baseline. They're hoping they can get 10, 15 good minutes out of Kobe Garland today.
Wore sleeve before, then re-injured it. Now you've got the brace back on. And Brian Worrell told us, hey, we know DeVries is going to get his, which he's doing. Let's try and take the other players out of this game. It should be Overton, Garland, Wright, etc.
Leons, and there is going to be a foul called on Tucker DeVries. DeVries thought he had pretty good position, but it's going to be a blocking foul on Tucker. We're going to step aside. It's a 1-point game. We're happy to be on the air here from Des Moines.
Live sports.
New iPhone 12 with 5G. Take amazing pictures and share instantly. You don't take yada yada in life like knockoff sneakers. Don't take yada yada from your wireless provider. Join Metro and get a new iPhone 12 with 5G for only $99.99 with no contracts, no activation fees, and nada yada yada. Only at Metro.
TV about to take over the whole nation.
Got a whole lot to learn, young blood.
Streets is gonna be watching to see how I handle this.
Don't forget we blood.
Ugh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology. Oh. I could just get a closer look. Yep, acne, and some dark spots. But if you answer a few questions, I'll take a look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream.
Oh, I knew my phone was listening to me.
Curology, skincare with a face. Start today at Curology.com.
$5 duo at Burger King. Double up flavors when hunger dings. Whopper Jr. and Royal Crispy Wraps for a lunch, dinner, dinner, or late night snack. BK, have it your way.
Did you know many moisturizers only hydrate your skin? For advanced science that visibly repairs signs of aging, try Olay Regenerist Microsculpting Cream. It delivers 10 benefits in every jar for younger-looking skin, visibly firming, lifting, and smoothing wrinkles. Olay Regenerist penetrates the skin's surface to boost regeneration at the surface cellular level for continuous improvement. To visibly repair signs of aging, try Olay Regenerist. This has been Medifax for Olay.
Now there's the top dog here, Drake, leading by 1 in the oldest rivalry in the Missouri Valley, the 165th all-time meeting between these two. And boy, Tucker DeVries has really come out to play again today.
He has come out smoking, scoring with hand in his face. Hickman at 6'2", not enough length, and watch this move here. Step through, kiss it off the window. DeVries with a hot start. He's got 18 of 24 for the Bulldogs, and he's done it every way possible, from deep and at the rim, mid-range.
18 points in 12 minutes for Tucker DeVries, who's still on the floor.
I just got a note he passed Willie McCarter, who played on that 1969 Final Four Drake team for most points in a season, puts him 4th on the single season list, 632 points in one season. And he's got over half a game left.
Malavi Leon's last year's Defensive Player of the Year in the Valley just shut Tucker down that time.
There's that length we talked about, Clay. 7'1" wingspan for Leon, who's really gained confidence at the offensive end.
Hickman floated it up. I think he thought Linky was going to go in for the follow. Gibson attacks. And it's going to stay with Drake with 6 minutes to go in the half.
Well, Hickman's going to be able to turn the corner, but here's the defense on DeVries. Look at Leons with that length, stays on the floor, keeps his position, gets a piece of it. Leons, the 2023 Defensive Player of the Year in the Valley.
He had 6 blocks against Southern Illinois on Wednesday night. So 16 points and 6 rebounds. He just does a little bit of everything.
His blocks and steals, that's his 51st block, or excuse me, 42nd block. He's got 50 steals on the season.
3 doesn't go for Birch. Rebound for Ferguson.
Now, Birch is better going to the basket. Not a great three-point shooter. Settled for that one.
Darnell Brody on the bench for Drake. He was so good in the first matchup between these two teams a few weeks ago, but points in this one so far. Garland from the free throw line extended. The south pockets to go down.
That's really good. Mid-range jumper for Garland. I've talked before. He was the last scholarship Darren DeVries gave out. Great surprise for the Bulldogs. Has played tremendous, especially at the defensive end.
Leon's over the top of Overton. Got the bounce.
That's where he has gained great confidence. The mid-range game, they will ISO Leons either on the middle of the court or right there on that baseline and go one-on-one.
There's another block for Leons. Transition. Birch trying to step around Garland. And another blocking foul on Drake. Second foul on Colby.
Great job by Leons to get around the screen and recover. He's chased over the top. Clean block. And here's what it does, Clay. It starts the fast break for Bradley. They want to get their running game going. Got the contact that they're in now. A ball from out of bounds.
Is he your Defensive Player of the Year again?
Oh, yeah. He's in the conversation. He affects the game in so many ways. Blocks, and steals.
4.5 to go. Now Leon showing his offensive skills. Rolls off the backside. Brody, who just checked back in, plucks the rebound. Connor Enright. DeVries, good shot fake. Steps into a three. There's Brody, and he sticks it back, and he'll get a bonus. Darnell Brody on senior day has his family in attendance, playing well.
The USS Brody, the aircraft carrier. Snatching a rebound, and now a chance for the three-point play. He scored the last 13 a game when Drake went into the Civic Center, Carver Arena, and won that game. Between him and Ferguson, they had 29 points on that 5 position. Brody got 3 right there.
Brody leading the Valley in rebound, field goal percentage. It's just been a great year for Darnell, the best of his career. Great way to go out. And now a foul away from the ball, and that's going to be on Rosario. First on Carlos. We step aside, under 4 minutes to go in the half. It's a 2-point lead for Drake.
Sorry, party's canceled. Waiting on the cable internet guy.
First, I had cable, but those cords weren't me.
So he switched to T-Mobile home internet with 5G. What a feeling! I have Wi-Fi now. I need home internet from T-Mobile to fulfill my life.
Get home internet from T-Mobile now, just $50 a month.
Oh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology. Oh. Answer a few questions, I'll look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream.
Wow! Curology, skincare with a face.
Bravo! You use the Quicksilver card from Capital One with no annual fee and unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase every week. That makes you the hero of every purchase. Ah! What's in your wallet?
This city is under siege by an army of ghosts.
I think we're all going to die. A phantom god. He's prophesied to bring about the end of humankind.
The second ice age.
So what is the plan?
We stay and fight for this place.
Light 'em up!
Ghostbusters.
Disgusting.
Rated PG-13.
We get you back to Des Moines. We're going to take you an hour and 10 minutes east to Iowa City at the half for the incomparable Caitlin Clark and some amazing post-game comments from her after senior day. You're going to want to hear that. What are we seeing from the first half?
Well, right now, after the initial onslaught from Tucker DeVries, he's got 18, but Drake is 1 of 10 from 3. Bradley has settled in, is guarding well, and Duke Dean has definitely picked up the play for Bradley.
Kevin, your favorite time of year, man. Arch Madness coming soon.
Kevin can't wait. In fact, I think there was a show about that. Kevin can wait, maybe, is what it was. But St. Louis is just around the corner. We know that Drake is going to be the 2 seed. Bradley will be the 3 seed. Indiana State's going to be the 1 seed. Drake can still get a share of the regular season title with a win today and an Indiana State loss to Murray State.
Yeah, they're going to need some help from the Racers of Murray State, and they're going in to play that game at the Holman Center. That'll be a tough task for the Racers. But more importantly, as Darren DeVries said, we're still trying to build a resume for that at-large bid. Could we stumble in the championship game in St. Louis? And they are on Joe Lunardi's radar, the Drake Bulldogs.
They came in today with a net of 48. Still have chances for an at-large. Certainly when we were talking with head coach Darren DeVries today, he still thinks that there's a chance if things fall right. Brody just threw that on a line off the glass and got it to go.
And his footwork has been spectacular. Most improved team last year for Darnell Brody. I've got him on my most improved team again this year. Passing ability, footwork, exceptional.
So Tucker DeVries sitting down right now for the Bulldogs. He made his first 5 shots, has missed his last 4, so maybe some fatigue set in. He got so hot early, has cooled off, and now Enright hits a 3, and Brian Wardle wants a timeout. Bradley needs to talk things over. It's an 8-0 run for Drake as they've opened up a 34-27 lead here in the half.
Las Vegas Grand Prix chooses T-Mobile for Business for 5G solutions because T-Mobile is helping power operations and experiences for hundreds of thousands of fans with reliable 5G connectivity. Now's the time to accelerate your business.
Oh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology. Answer a few questions, I'll look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream.
Wow.
Curology, skincare with a face.
An unimaginable
See why they're still kind of in the conversation for an at-large. Their net's under 50. They've got some good quad 1 wins.
Wins against Nevada on neutral court by 20 points. Win at Bradley. Win over Indiana State. And this is another quad 2 game for the Drake Bulldogs to build upon that resume.
And that lob from Hickman to Hanna goes over his hand. And Drake will get it back.
That's a difficult lob to complete because Drake runs what we call drop coverage. They're going to have Darnell Brody kind of hang around the lane area. But what's going to be open is Hickman and Dean turn the corner on those screens. They'll be able to get themselves into the paint and make plays.
So Hickman sits down, Birch back on the floor, and there's Darnell Brody again.
What a great set of mitts by Brody. Difficult catch, then dexterity to finish it off on the opposite side of the rim.
Might be his final home game here at the Knapp Center. After 1 year at Seton Hall, transferred to Des Moines, and this is his 4th season at Drake. That's another blocking call that's going to go against the Bulldogs. The 3rd blocking foul against Drake. This time it's on Overton.
I like the aggressiveness of Bradley. They are attacking the basket. Overton switches, gets on the screen. Still sliding the feet. Leons gets a shoulder into him. But the call goes in Leon's favor. Crowd not agreeing with that one, Clay.
Well, tomorrow is our final ESPN Big Monday, starting with number 10 Duke squaring off against NC State at 7 Eastern. Then number 15 Baylor hosting Texas in Waco. 2 excellent games, 2 excellent rivalry matchups coming your way on Big Monday. Clay Matvick, Kevin Lehman here in Des Moines. 36-29, Drake leading Bradley.
Bradley likes to use that 3/4 court pressure back to the 1-2-2 zone. Drake's going to run somebody right in the middle of that zone. It's usually Tucker DeVries.
Good pass inside, and DeVries is fouled.
That time they brought him behind the vision of the zone. Good play by Darren DeVries.
So Tucker's going to get 2 shots here. Tucker came out and had 16 of the first 18 Drake points in this ball game. He's got 19 now.
Now Darren DeVries was ready for that zone. They ran that play. They hit DeVries behind the vision and then screened the middle of the zone and brought him in for a nice touch in the paint, and then he gets a couple free throws out of it.
Tucker's going to take a rest again here with 1.5 minutes to go.
Bradley's got to have a good 1.5 minutes here to play. They cannot let this lead expand.
Connor Linke really didn't do a good job setting that screen on Enright. Enright chasing the basketball, and Drake forces a turnover. Gibson's going to pull it back out.
Senior decision by Gibson.
And Darren DeVries calls for a timeout. A minute and 6 seconds to go.
He wants to get his son, Tucker DeVries, back in the game for that offensive possession.
So this is the final game of the regular season in the Missouri Valley Conference. The Missouri Valley tournament starts in St. Louis on Wednesday, and this is how it looks right now. This is up to date. Northern Iowa got a win today over Southern Illinois. And so now that means Northern Iowa is the 4 seed. That was an 82-70 final in Carbondale.
Well, Belmont still has a game at home against Evansville, so it'll come down to the better net. Right now, Northern Iowa has a higher net. That is the tiebreaker that the Valley uses after head-to-head competition.
Said it before, Drake and Bradley could see each other again in the semifinals. It was Bradley and Drake that met in the championship game in St. Louis last year, a game that Drake ended up dominating and clinched a berth in the NCAA tournament.
And they had met the final regular season game at Carver Arena in Peoria for the regular season championship. Bradley, Brian Worble took home that trophy.
DeVries over Linke. Got it! Mercy.
That is from the blue oval of the Drake Relays racetrack. That one was deep.
There's about a 4-second difference between game and shot clock, but Drake can bleed this down here in the first half as they've opened up their biggest lead of the game.
And done with defense. They're getting Duke Dean to turn the corner. There's nowhere to go in the paint.
It's the 9th turnover by the Braves here in the half. Nice pass, Enright to Gibson. It'll count if it goes, it does not. What a flurry at the end of the half for Drake to open up a 14-point lead at home. It started with great play from Tucker DeVries, but then just pure team play in the final few minutes.
There's DeVries measuring him up. Let's back it up. Splash. 3-ball for DeVries. He's got 24, and then the backdoor cut. Beautifully set up play.
A 17-2 run for Drake. Let's go to the studio.
Clay, you guys did a great job. Tucker DeVries has been, no matter how great he is today, he's taken a back seat in the state of Iowa and college basketball in general because, Tom, we saw history. Caitlin Clark needed 18, and she got 18 right at the end of the first half, finished with 35 on a history-making day in college basketball.
Yeah, incredible. And she had 5 assists in the first quarter. I mean, she's the all-time assist leader in the Big Ten, the all-time scoring leader in NCAA. You're running out of things to talk about with this young lady. That range is ridiculous, Zubin. Just ridiculous how good a player she is.
No question about it. With about 0.3 to go here in the first half, this is where history happened. As you see there, a little bit of tension, but this is the moment, Tom. Here it is.
Incredible. Incredible. I liked how subdued her family was at that initial time. It's just incredible to watch this.
Well, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for people that came before me and people like Maya who inspired me. And I feel like I'm living in a dream, honestly, Holly. And hopefully I can inspire a lot of young girls to be able to dream to be on stages like this. And I think it's moving women's sports forward, not just women's basketball, but you're seeing it across all sports. And, you know, women are pretty great too. So I'm just happy to be a part of it and have so many supportive people around me and, you know, keep making history.
See, that's so interesting because Caitlin Clark did so much for college basketball, but it seems pretty clear from what you just told Holly Rowe.
college basketball did a lot for Caitlin Clark.
No doubt. I mean, she's a joy to watch. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter where you live. When you watch somebody play like that, make her teammates better with the impact that she has, the ability to score, and then you look at all the metrics of her game. I mean, and you look at the intangibles. It's just incredible. She's fun to watch.
No doubt. Obviously, we're going to have probably a couple games here for Iowa. They're most likely going to host a couple games in the NCAA tournament. So even though today is Senior Day, we'll have much more on the Senior Day festivities on SportsCenter. You see the record-making shot there. They're going to get to see her a couple more times in this arena, hopefully on their way to the Final Four in Cleveland. Tom, take a look at this. We could have had like 4 pages of this, but this is what we chose as the best of the best.
And think about it. She's just going to continue to go. I don't think that 28 is that difficult for her to get to tie the Division I women's record and probably get to 29. But those numbers, they not only speak of her ability as a scorer, but her ability as a teammate and her way that she sees the game.
No doubt. Teammate, 9 dimes. Tom mentioned 5 in the first quarter, 35, 9, 6, and 3 steals on the way. It was easy for Clark to set the record, even easier for UConn to vanquish a fellow Big East foe. That's next.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals.
Face to face with problems we didn't create. So what's going to happen next? We are. Because our future is the future. So we're going to build bridges and hospitals in a day and feed those left in the cold. We're going to do all this and more because we have an appointment with destiny.
Roll up to Easter with fast and easy drive up.
What you wanna see? Let's go. Doing this so naturally. Gonna be a fantasy. Easy like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's easy like.
Drive up is fast, easy, and always free. Only at Target.
Everybody needs to hear this.
See for yourself.
Behind.
You kiss your mother with that mouth?
We've been doing this for years.
Hello. I love you.
I hate this place.
It's the worst.
Win or lose, we'll do it together.
I'll not even give you a hug.
Maybe not.
Hulu and Disney Plus. Better together for one low price.
We work well together.
Yeah, we know.
With the Disney Bundle.
Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price.
You want the lowest price. Did you say lowest or lowest price? It's basically the same thing.
If you find a better price somewhere else, we'll match it. Get the lowest price with our lowest price guarantee. You got this. We got you.
Before this fire, there must be smoke. Before I'm dead, I gotta go. Before this fire, there must be smoke. Before I'm gone, I gotta go.
So, how long have you lived here? And how are the restaurants around here? Are they good, bad, meh?
Marcy, we gotta go.
I'm sorry.
Got 17,000 more parks to visit. We bring you the best neighborhood info.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
Penguins Bruins at 3 on ABC and ESPN Plus.
Live sports.
Roll up to Easter with fast and easy drive up.
What you wanna see? Let's go. Doing this so naturally. Gonna be a fantasy. Easy like.
Drake continues to roll with Tucker DeVries. They win and they get a loss by Indiana State, and they might get a share of the regular season title. So Drake, Tom, is doing their part. If Murray State could take down Indiana State, it would be a split conference title. Doesn't look like it's going to happen early.
Well, no, that's easier said than done. Ryan Conwell can shoot the ball. They have so many different ways to score because their spacing is elite. Look at the pass from Robbie Avila. That is just high-level basketball, the way that they play. Very unselfish.
All right, so as we head to Arch Madness, a.k.a. the Missouri Valley Conference Tournament, take a look at the standings at this juncture. Again, the most important thing to know, again, if Drake wins today, and it looks like they're 20 minutes away from doing so, and Indiana State loses, although they're up 4 early, as we just showed, both teams would finish at 25-6, and there would be a split regular season champion. We'll keep our eyes on that. Everybody keeping their eye on UConn. Tom, they won the championship in 04-14, and they're certainly a good bet to make it happen in 24. Just too much for Seton Hall.
Well, they really are. Stephon Castle is so good. He has improved so much as a guy that was a primary ball handler in high school to move without the ball the way that he does. Just outstanding unselfishness from this UConn team today. 33 made baskets, 23 assists.
No doubt about it, clinging with the past there, and it seems like that loss to Creighton is the thing of the past. They shook it off, and obviously Seton Hall, Tom, was one of the teams that clipped them earlier this year.
Well, and Seton Hall is still an outstanding team. I think they're a tournament team as well. But it was early. The problem for Seton Hall today, they're averaging giving up 27 points in the paint. Zubin, they gave up 52 to UConn.
They win by 30. Selection Sunday is 2 weeks from today, and you see last four in, that they were expected to beat UConn. A 30-point drubbing is one thing. Arjo Lenardi still has Shaheen and company. Last four in. Back to wrap it up after this, 2 weeks out from Selection Sunday.
Live sports.
At Little Caesars, get a large custom two-topping pizza for only $7.99 when you order online. Wait, did I just say $7.99? Get out of here. This pizza is only $7.99. No way. This is $7.99? You're joshing me. You're saying this pizza perfection is only $7.99? Well, you're crazy for this. Listen, pirate, stop taking my $7.99 pizza. Choose a large custom two-topping pizza for the unbelievable price of $7.99 when you order online. Only $7.99. What?
Pizza, pizza.
Roll up to Easter with fast and easy drive up.
What you wanna see? Let's go. Doing this so naturally. Gonna be a fantasy. Easy like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's easy like.
Drive up is fast, easy, and always free. Only at Target.
Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price.
You want the lowest price. Did you say lowest or lowest price? It's basically the same thing.
If you find a better price somewhere else, we'll match it. Get the lowest price with our lowest price guarantee. You got this. We got you.
We want a trimmed tree and an unfractured coccyx. Sadly, we can't have it all, except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
Before this fire, there must be smoke. Before I'm dead, I gotta go. Before this fire, there must be smoke. Before I'm gone, I gotta go.
I get to love you. Forever I'm yours. Forever I do. Every kiss begins with K.
Penguins Bruins at 3 on ABC and ESPN+.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to
North Carolina State. Coach Keats' first ever win at home in the ACC came over then Duke coach K. Texas, Baylor, ACC, Big 12, all a part of Big Monday as we stand 2 weeks away from Selection Sunday. A couple minutes away from these two second half. Quick final thoughts as we head back to Des Moines.
Well, right now, Bradley's got to get Tucker DeVries under control. They've got to pressure the ball. It's too easy right now for Drake as a whole to score. So there's got to be more ball pressure. Bradley's got to take care of the ball. And they've also got to be able to score. Get back to their cutting offense, try to get some layups, sneak back in this game. But it's not going to go well if they keep giving Tucker DeVries open threes and live ball turnovers to Drake.
Bradley needs a lot more of this in the second half to stay close. Drake wins, ISU loses. We got a tie at the top. Second half is next.
Live sports.
Roll up to Easter with fast and easy drive up.
What you wanna see? Let's go. Doing this so naturally. Gonna be a fantasy. Easy like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's easy like.
Drive up is fast, easy, and always free. Only at Target.
Introducing Milo's Rewards, the new way to unlock savings from the palm of your hand. Apply for a credit card that saves you 5% every single day on the things you need, like air filters, 5% off, grills, 5% off, refrigerators, 5% off. And with every purchase, all loyalty members earn points toward Milo's money to help save on the things you want. Like a bath refresh, an indoor Zen garden, new storage solutions. The all-new Milo's Rewards program is here. Download the app to join, earn, and save today.
This is it. This is where we find out.
Hey, quick question. Student body math proficiency.
What?
What do we say? It's good, fair.
Get out of here, man.
Understood. Hey,
Excuse me. We get you real in-depth school info. Ding dong.
Homes.com.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Players' Championship.
Have a week, TPC Sawgrass.
One way or another, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna get you one way or another. I'm gonna win ya. I'm gonna get you. Who's hanging
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Players' Championship.
one way or another, I'm gonna find ya. I'm gonna get you.
ABC Hockey Saturday. Sid the Kid and the Penguins. Face Pasta and the Bruins. Penguins Bruins, Saturday at 3 on ABC and ESPN Plus. And catch the Big City Greens 2 alternative broadcast, also on ESPN Plus. Penguins Bruins at 3 on ABC and ESPN Plus.
Final game of the Missouri Valley Conference regular season. Final tune-up before the conference tournament starts this week in St. Louis. And what a first half for Tucker DeVries of Drake as his team leads at 43-29 as we get ready for the second half. Tucker DeVries with 23 in that first half. He came out like a house of fire. With that said, Bradley, with under 5 minutes to go, had the lead, but then Drake went on a 17-2 run to close out the half.
Tucker DeVries with the first 14, and then his teammates got involved in that game. They did a number of things to get them involved. Bradley's got to get those guards going. Dean Hickman got to get loose. And you see inside there's Brody. Sat in the bench for a little bit and came out and set the world on fire. And then Enright hits a big three that broke the back of Bradley. Brody goes inside again and Breaches backs one up. Bangs one home, and a great set play. Enright feeds Gibson on the back cut. The great run that you mentioned, Clay, by Drake to end that half.
Tucker DeVries' numbers, 7 of 12 from the field, perfect at the foul line, 3 rebounds.
He's got his fingerprints over this game, over this league, and all over this program.
Wow, look at that, Overton. And Drake starts with another basket from outside. The freshman from Oklahoma City. He was quiet at Bradley the first time they met. 0 for 4 from the field, just 2 points, but gets the first basket here in the second half. He's got 7 now.
Had a big game against UIC in that triple overtime. 18 points for the freshman.
Nice backdoor cut for Dean, and maybe he heard you. You said that Hickman and Dean, the backcourt for Bradley, had to come alive here if they're going to have a chance.
They're 2 for 11, and think about that comeback at Southern Illinois. Bradley was down 23, came back and won that game. They were down 11 at half against this Drake team and got it down within 2 behind Duke, Dean, and Hickman. Those guys that can score in bunches.
Here's DeVries to Brody. Brody spinning, moving, sneaking his way to the glass.
He's got his little sister Kennedy in the stands. His mom and dad watched him senior night. Or Darnell Brody.
Brody and Ferguson, the two big guys for Drake. They really dominated inside in the first meeting. As Hannah hits that mid-range jumper for Bradley.
They're going to give Hannah that shot. But they're taking Dean and Hickman away from the turn of the corner and getting in the paint, trying to pin them on the side. The zone again by the Braves.
It's intercepted. Turnovers were a problem for Bradley in the first half. See if they can cut down on those and start taking advantage of some Drake turnovers, turning those into points. And they do on this time.
Well, that's twice now. They've got backdoor cuts. They're using Drake's pressure on the wings against him. Getting the defense up high. Or in the middle of court. Leons with a great feed.
Malavi's got a dozen. Here's Overton from the same spot. DeVries backside rebound, got the miss and scores.
Goes on the top of Leons on that putback by DeVries.
Dean again, and he'll go to the line.
That's going to be open for him, Clay, because they're trying to keep him from getting back to the middle of the floor. So that straight line drive for Duke Dean is open. Drake wants to take away his three balls.
So the first foul of the half is on Connor Enright.
Enright's playing top-side on Dean. That backdoor cut's going to be open because they're going to lift Brody up out of that circle. The basket's wide open for backdoor cuts.
5 here in the second half for Dean. And you said it before, Kevin, Bradley is a second half team.
Seen it many times in this team, and their guards lead them, Dean and Hickman.
He's going to stay with Drake.
Hickman got whacked in the nose. He's trying to get to the trainer. Finally got the attention of the official.
Connor Hickman's a tough player, too. I mean, there's so many tough players on the floor here today. But, you know, Connor Hickman got dinged up in the first meeting between these two earlier this year. And when he was out for about 7 minutes of that game. When he came back, it made all the difference for Bradley in a second half comeback, and they almost won.
Well, go back to that game against Indiana State in early December. He sprained his ankle. He missed the next 4 games. They lost them all. He came back. They won 9 in a row for the Braves.
DeVries, no. Loose ball. Who's got it? Bradley comes away with it. They've got numbers.
Yeah, here's your Braves. You got to get those 50-50 balls.
Christian Davis back in the game, and he's fouled. Davis thrown down to the floor, and Enright just picked up his second. Well, our final SEC Big 12 Super Tuesday starts in Gainesville. Number 24 Florida taking on Alabama at 7 Eastern. And then round 2 of the Sunflower Showdown between Kansas State and number 7 Kansas at Allen Fieldhouse. Wildcats upset the Jayhawks back on February 5th.
Yeah,
trying to improve their tournament chances. If they can do that again, that'll certainly do it.
During that next 4 out, K-State needs that win. But that's a tough place to win in Allen Fieldhouse.
Off the screen, Hickman rolling. Swatted away by Brody.
Brody running to the rim. Can they get him?
DeVries, little slip pass and out of the reach of Darnell.
Well, Brody's going to step across the lane. He'd been wide open for a layup on the left side. The big man, Brody, swallows up that shot by Hickman.
This badly for Dean, and then Linky throws it away. Overton's got it. Is that right? He's been quiet today. No points in the first half for Atten Wright. It's their number 2 score. DeVries falling away off the lip. And that's out of bounds to Bradley.
Ryan Ward was focused to take those auxiliary players from Drake out of it. He said, DeVries going to get his no matter what we do. Done a good job on Wright.
Now Darnell Brody doing it on both ends of the floor.
Look at the footwork, the catch. Old school Kevin McHale. Up and under move by Brody. And he swallows it up by Hickman and starts the break. Drake up by a dozen.
Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports.
Roll up to Easter with fast and easy drive up.
What you wanna see? Let's go. Doing this so naturally. Gonna be a fantasy. Easy like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's easy like.
Drive up is fast, easy, and always free. Only at Target.
We want a trimmed tree and an unfractured coccyx. Sadly, we can't have it all, except at Sport Clips, where we check in with the pros in men's hair and totally check out with pure, uninterrupted relaxation. Sport Clips.
Care.com connects you to babysitters and nannies when you need them most. So you can work from home without also having to parent, cook, clean, and entertain from home at the same time. Find all the care you need at Care.com.
The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live sports. ESPN Plus Originals. The exclusive home of the complete 30 for 30 library. Exclusive articles and tools. Top leagues and tournaments. Best stories in sports. On ESPN Plus. Live.
Back here in Iowa's capital city, Drake leading 50-38 over Bradley, 15:42 to go. Well, tonight our ESPN NBA Sunday night doubleheader has Donovan Mitchell and the Cavs hosting Jalen Brunson and the Knicks at 7 Eastern. That's followed by the Thunder and the Suns. Coverage tips at 6 Eastern with NBA Countdown. Well, Tucker DeVries has 64 points in the last 2 games, Kevin Lehman. And that's a guy that, you know, might have the NBA written all over him someday. And we're not through this game here today. Already 25 in this one.
MVP last year, Larry Bird holder. It's going to be tough to get away from him this year. And as Brian Rose said, I've been in this league for 9 years. He's as good as I've seen. And we're talking about Krutwig from Loyola, Fred Van Vliet, Ron Baker, A.J. Green. Brian Rose said Tucker DeVries is as good as he's seen in 9 years, and he put on a show here in the first half with the first 14 for the Bulldogs. I heard Tom Green talk about Tucker DeVries' ability to score at all levels.
Garland hits another jump shot inside the three-point line. He's got 6 now. I mean, any minutes he gives Drake is gravy because he's not 100%.
Well, he's come off 2 great games, 14 against UIC and 13 against Northern Iowa.
Linke, good, strong move with that left hand. As Brody, of course, is not going to give him any run.
And Linke got all 10 toes pointed toward the basket. And he has become the main postman for the Braves off the bench.
Left hand doesn't go for Garland. Tipped out to him, and he throws it to Brody. Just a rifle shot that ends up in the front row.
Brody kept it alive. The tip out. Marlon thought he had it wide open right in the post. The USS Brody wasn't ready for it.
Kyron Gibson checks back into the game for Drake. He's the other senior besides Brody, who's being honored here today.
Now Bradley's got this thing to 10, a chance to get it back to single digits.
13. Davis for 3, doesn't go. Malavi Leon's the rebound.
Got to go to
Leon's beautiful move and the slam with 2 hands. And now Darren DeVries calls a timeout. As Leon's has caught fire here in the second half. He's got 6 since the break.
Well, we talk about his defensive ability, but his ability to score in traffic. Great move. Punch through. Bradley making a comeback.
Smile.
Thank you.
Unbelievable. Are you wearing this just to get recognized? It's comfortable.
Love the suit. Tell your driver when you return the car, we'll fill it up for you.
It's nice to have a little status. It's not you. It's T-Mobile Magenta Status. Drive, driver.
My ticket only costs $5.
It's T-Mobile.
We got a special rate on my Hilton stay.
It's T-Mobile. Good night.
You don't need to be famous to get premium benefits from brands you love. That's Magenta Status.
I love your dress.
Oh, thanks. I splurged a little because Liberty Mutual customized my car insurance and I saved hundreds.
That's great.
I know, right? I've been telling everyone.
Liberty.
Did you hear that? I just said her first word. Can you say mama?
Liberty. Can you say auntie?
Liberty.
How many people did you tell?
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, liberty, liberty.
Liberty.
Oh, nothing works on this acne.
Hi. Who? I'm a licensed dermatology provider from Curology.
Oh.
Answer a few questions, I'll look at your skin and prescribe you a personalized cream.
Wow.
Curology, skincare with a face.
The death chill. The power to kill by fear itself.
Like literally scared to death?
He will bring about the end of humankind.
A second ice age.
This is an all-hands-on-deck situation.
Being nice didn't work. Let's try this.
Ghostbusters, Frozen Empire.
I think we're all going to die.
Rated PG-13.
Both Indiana State and Drake have legitimate at-large aspirations, and I think they're both good enough. The issue is, will the results fall in a way that the Missouri Valley can get 2 bids? Obviously, these 2 teams would have to win out, play a great championship game, and hope that the bubble doesn't shrink with a bunch of upsets in the week between their title game and Selection Sunday. That gap has hurt the Valley in the past, and I suspect would hurt them again.
All right, Joe, thanks. Of course, Drake is the reigning MVC tournament champ. That takes all of the question right out of it. Just go win the tournament, and then you're in for sure. Bradley has won the Valley tournament twice in the last 5 seasons. That's the only way they're getting in. Indiana State, though. What do you think about their at-large hopes? You heard what Joe had to say.
They got a high net. They've got some quad 1 and quad 2 wins, and they got a dynamite offense, the most efficient offense in the country. You know that Illinois State lost. They don't have any bad losses. They lost at Alabama without Avila playing. They lost at Michigan State, and they lost at Drake, which everyone has done.
Here's how it sits right now, what it would look like in St. Louis on Wednesday. Of course, the top 4 teams in the regular season do not have to play on Wednesday, and that's huge. It's hard to win a tournament championship if you have to play 4 straight days.
We've only had 1 team advance to that championship day that had to play in the opening round at Arch Madness. Northern Iowa getting that 4th seed is huge. And we'll know a week from today, right now, they'll be crowning the champion at Arch Madness.
Lead back to 10 for Drake. Led by as many as 17. Good defense there by DeVries on Davis.
Trying to get Leon's isolation plays.
Shot clock down to 5. Malavai. Stripped away by Tucker DeVries.
Good help defense by DeVries. Was just laying in the weeds in that corner. Came in and snacked him.
Tucker at 23 at the half. He's sitting on 25. Fall away. Man, he's just so good.
You cannot defend that shot. 6'7". Nowitzki step back for DeVries. Another steal.
And another steal for Tucker. And he's fouled.
He's got his fingerprints all over this game. Leads the Bulldogs in points, assists, and steals.
He could be the league's 9th back-to-back winner of the Missouri Valley Conference Player of the Year award. You know, there are some other deserving candidates, at least people that should be brought up in the conversation. Swope, Robbie Avila at Indiana State as champs of this league certainly have to be in the conversation. But Tucker DeVries does so many things for Drake as Gibson is fouled.
Well, look what he's done his last 2 games, Clay. 39 points, and that was a gutsy win at UIC in 3 overtimes by the Bulldogs. DeVries with career highs in points, rebounds, and assists in that game. And then 14 of the first 14 here to open up this game against the Bradley Bulldogs.
Kyron Gibson, the transfer from UT Arlington, has played a vital role off the bench for Drake this year. On his senior day, has 4 points.
Gibson has been big when they've had some injuries. He's had to step in. You can see Garland on the ball defense on Dean. Relentless.
Omar Atlason has been very quiet in this game. He turns it over. Gibson the steal. Gets it to Attenwright. That's blocked by Leons. Great transition defense there by who might be the Valley Defensive Player of the Year again, Malavai Leons, the flying 6'9" Dutchman.
Live sports.
Roll up to Easter with fast and easy drive up.
What you wanna see? Let's go. Doing this so naturally. Gonna be a fantasy. Easy like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's easy like.
Drive up is fast, easy, and always free. Only at Target.
Lowe's knows you don't just want a low price. You want the lowest price. Did you say lowest or lowest price? It's basically the same thing. If you find a better price somewhere else, we'll match it. Get the lowest price with our lowest price guarantee. You got this. We got you.
This will be a gold mine of local intel.
Tell us about this corn festival. Oh, you got your corn pudding. So is it safe around here? Sometimes. No eyebrows?
Think of how light it'll feel in the summer. We gotta run. 11,000 more neighborhoods to go.
Ding dong.
Homes.com.
Ride towards it. Reach for it. Protect it. Enjoy it. Blue skies. Open roads. Wrangler for the ride of life.
Penguins Bruins at 3 on ABC and ESPN+.
This time I use talk. My use they use talk. I love this game, it's so hard. The one you never ever know about. I'm on the next level. Rodman shoots and scores.
It's so on.
Olemos, Angel City.
Let's show them how we do it, Gotham.
KC, baby. KC, baby.
Bradley's got a good offense, we know that, but known more for their defense, and Malavi Leons is a star in this league because of his D.
Brian Wardle loves the recruit length in his front line. And this is why Leons, late recovery, gets the block on DeVries. It's all of that one. As Gibson tries to go to the basket. He's got 4 blocks in this game. And he's been effective at the offensive end also with 16 points for the Braves.
We talked about the wingspan of that front court. Leons and Hannah, I mean, 7-foot average wingspan, and the number of blocks that they've compiled and the number of steals that they have compiled this year is pretty impressive.
They wear you out on the offensive glass with that great length, and when you challenge them in the paint, there's going to be a long arm trying to redirect your shot.
And right. Still no points in this game. Drake.
He's been good defensively on play.
Yeah, he's done other things to affect the game, including drawing fouls, and he gets one there. Son Davis is first.
And Hickman on the bench. Dean in the game, they need to get those two cooking.
So here's Zant Wright, who's consistently been in double figures this year. It's his first point. Now don't forget Duke and NC State, 7 Eastern on Big Monday. Texas and Baylor, 9 Eastern. A couple of great rivalry games. It's our final ESPN Big Monday of the year.
They come off that big win over KU.
Last 3 Bradley possessions, Drake has stolen it away. Just did again there. Nice move by Birch.
Big time freshman. 40+ vertical leap. Can go one-on-one.
Coming up on 11 minutes to go, you really feel it's go time now for Bradley.
Yeah, Hickman's coming in the game right now. They need him, and they need Dean to get this thing going. It's going to start the defense, and they got to make some stops. If they can get some stops and get their transition game going, it's tough to play against this Drake half-court defense.
Boy, Atten Wright, beautiful move to free himself for a shot, but then left it short. So Bradley does make that stop you're talking about. They'll get it back. But DeVries is back in the game. So is Darnell Brody, as immediately Drake gets bigger on the floor.
Dean takes a rest. Hickman back in as Brian Rolls rotating those guards. Birch going to run the points for the Braves.
Wide open, Atlason. And the 6'8" freshman from Iceland misses. It's one and done for the Braves.
Had a great look. They like to run that flat screen up above.
In and out for Gibson. Brody.
On the side ball screen for Birch and Atlason, getting Atlason trying to pop back for a 3, or Birch to get to the rim. Both teams misfiring.
Hickman directing traffic.
Enright is glued to Hickman. Won't let him turn the corner on these screens.
Hickman has been so quiet in this game, just 3 points. He had 19 in the regular season finale against the Dogs last year. That one's floated up and in by Atlason, who's known as a three-point specialist, but he can maneuver around the rim too.
Well, they did the side ball screen. They got the switch they wanted. Bradley did Enright on Atlason, and Atlason took him right into the post. Scored over the top.
Those are his first 2 points.
Another good-looking freshman for the Braves. Atlason out of Iceland.
DeVries, no. Rebound, Leons, and it's about a 4-minute drought for Drake without a field goal.
This is a small lineup for Bradley. They've got Brody out there on Atlason trying to spread this thing out and get Atlason some looks at the three-point line.
Stolen away by Enright.
Great hands.
Pretty backcourt player from Chicago. Loves wearing that headband.
He's got, he used to have the shoulder taped up, but he's got the knee taped up, he's got the headband, got the mullet going.
Connor Enright missed it badly. And the Braves will get it back with 8.5 to go. Bradley needs to take advantage of this dry spell for Drake.
There's your guy. He's a little wore out. Their best defensive player. He's got the mullet going. I always say it's a party in back, but he's all business in the front. Now he's sporting the headband.
Still enough time.
Big possession here. They got to get Dean back in the game.
Hannah spots up. Yes. Big basket for Bradley. It's back to a 10-point deficit.
He's got confidence with that 18-footer, and Brody is giving it to him. Hannah, another one of those most improved players in the league.
Reverse. Good for DeVries. Chance to string a couple of possessions together here for Bradley.
Back to Hannah.
Hickman sealed off at the baseline, and he bobbled it out of bounds. And we're going to step aside with 7:11 to go. Can Bradley make a valiant comeback? We'll find out.
Feels like turning time.
2 words. March Madness.
This is what you dream of.
The world's largest sports book in Las Vegas is now right at your fingertips here in Illinois. Hi, I'm Derek Stevens. I'm a lifelong sports bettor, and I'm the owner of Circus Sports. We're excited about launching our Circus Sports app in Illinois. It's sports betting the way it should be, with high betting limits, tight money line splits, exceptional customer service, and more. Download your new bookie today at circusports.com. Start betting like a pro from anywhere in Illinois.
Get ready for the rush to the playoffs. The biggest games on the biggest stage. The most intense playoffs in sports begin in April and culminate with the most revered trophy of all. Penguins Bruins, Saturday at 3 on ABC and ESPN+. And catch the Big City Greens 2 alternative broadcast, also on ESPN+. ABC Hockey Saturday. Sid the Kid and the Penguins face Pasta and the Bruins. Penguins Bruins, Saturday at 3 on ABC and ESPN+. And catch the Big City Greens 2 alternative broadcast, also on ESPN+.
We compete, we show up. You have to compete. You still have to bring it.
Blue Bloods, contenders, neighbors, and rivals.
We've got a good rivalry here, too, in the Missouri Valley. Bradley And Drake, in fact, the oldest rivalry in this conference, the 165th all-time meeting. And Bradley has pulled to within 10 with 7:11 to go. And you can see how the shooting has changed quite a bit from the first to the second half.
Well, DeVries only has 4 points in the second half after that huge first half where he had 23. His teammates have not been able to pick him up. And Bradley's been going to Leon's, getting some ISO plays for him inside. Now you got Dean and Hickman. They got to get Hickman going. He's 1 of 7 in this game.
Connor Enright. Hemmed in, got it out to Overton. Yes! Big basket out of the timeout.
Great composure by Enright. He was tied to the tracks with nowhere to go.
DeVries got a hand on it. I was going to ask you if this part of the ball game here, the late stages, especially for Drake, considering they're coming off a triple overtime game in Chicago the other night. DeVries alone, he played 54 minutes in that game. Is fatigue a factor for the Bulldogs?
I think it's got to be. What's helped them, though, Clay, is this is a Sunday game. They had an extra day. If it was a Saturday game, I'd be really concerned. But DeVries certainly came out with some fresh legs, but he's been running in mud here in the second half. Just 4 points, but that's been maybe more of Bradley's defense.
Shot clock at 5. The Duke rises up, bangs it home.
Garland got hung up on the screen. He doesn't need any room to rise up. Dean, the emotional leader. Can he get the Braves going? They got to make stops, Clay.
Leons, it's Duke, Dean in double figures for Bradley. Brody turns it over. Dean steps into another long-range shot. This time it doesn't go. Leons gets the rebound. There's Hickman for 3.
Again, the length on the offensive glass by Bradley gets them extra opportunities. Hickman with an open 3. That gets the lid off for Connor Hickman. Lid lifter.
Nice move by DeVries. Now Bradley can pull within 5 with a 3. He trailed by 17 at one point here in the second half.
Said before, they're a second half team.
Hickman.
Here it comes.
Yes!
Enright, talk about fatigue. Enright hit that screen. He is tired. And that's what Bradley does. They screen.
Under 5 minutes to go. And Hickman swats it out of bounds. 7 on the shot clock.
Right now you feel a lot of energy for Bradley, the defensive end. And here comes Hick. And there's the rebound by Leons. Step in 3 ball. Lid lifter.
And Garland, the freshman, finds a little seam and gets to the basket.
He's got some big baskets for the Bulldogs.
Get Connor Linke on the floor for Bradley in these critical minutes. Dean, another 3.
Volume score. Missouri State, I saw him hit 9 triples in that game. 2 other games he had 7, and he does it on the road, Clay. Duke Dean, he's a road warrior.
Allen showing patience in the corner. Steps in for a closer look, missed it. And here comes Bradley. He can pull within a couple.
Good tip out by Leons. Couldn't grab it, but he tipped it to a teammate.
And Brian Wardle wants a timeout. He's happy about what he has seen here as we go under the 4-minute mark. And you thought that this was going to be a blowout. Come on, are you kidding? It's Drake and Bradley.
Yes, it is. And this is one of the reasons why it's never a blowout. Number 21, the little guy with the big ticker knocking in 3 balls for the Braves.
Live sports.
At Care.com, you can find all the help you need. You can find babysitters, dog walkers, housekeepers, and senior caregivers, which means you might also find a bit of relief and the occasional stress-free errand. Maybe even a chance to go and take a bath every once in a while. Just imagine downtime, clean floors, and, dare we say it, weekends away. Crazy talk, right? Except it's not. Not anymore. Find all the care you need at Care.com.
Roll up to Easter with fast and easy drive up.
What you wanna see? Let's go. Doing this so naturally. Gonna be a fantasy. Easy like 1, 2, 3. Yeah, it's easy like.
Drive up is fast, easy, and always free. Only at Target.
Kevin, what's wrong? Oh, what a mess. Those bungees are all tangled up. Oh, wait, how'd you even do that? Just give me a minute to think. Kevin, everything is under control with Erickson bundling ties. Now, go find help. Always have some bundling ties in case you get into trouble. And remember, tie it, tow it, load it with Erickson.
Penguins Bruins at 3 on ABC and ESPN+. Get ready for the rush to the playoffs. The biggest games on the biggest stage. The most intense playoffs in sports begin in April and culminate with the most revered trophy of all. Penguins Bruins.
Indiana State lost to tie atop the NBC. Doesn't look like it's going to happen.
No, easier said than done, because that spacing at Indiana State allows them to get shots from range. They get in that paint, make the next kick. Outstanding team.
Coming up next, suddenly surging Memphis, winners of 3 in a row, has got UAB.
UAB has beat them before. Javon Quinterly will be a key. Cannot hunt shots. Got to hunt baskets for his teammates.
That'll be in the AAC after you guys are done in the NBC.
All right, Tom and Zubin, thanks again. Great work in the studio today. Josh Schertz has done a great job at Indiana State. Looks like they're going to win the Missouri Valley Conference regular season outright. First regular season title since 2000. You call him the mad scientist. He has done wonders in a short time.
Mike Leach of the Valley.
Yes.
Some great things on offense.
Doesn't go for Leon's, out of bounds. It belongs to Drake with 3:35 to go.
They ran a set play to get Leon's an open look at the 3, and he had a great look at it. Misfired. Oh, Braves need to stop.
Connor Enright probing, spinning, looking for help. Right. Oh, he's clubbed hard by Leon's.
Just enough hesitation to get Leon's off balance and get the contact. This is a guy who's played a lot of basketball. Transferred in from Cal State Northridge to his Drake program. Savvy player.
He was all Big West last year. I don't know that I've heard him say more than 2 words at a shoot-around this year. We've done a lot of Drake games. He and Kyle Overton, very quiet guys. They're guys that have come out of the transfer portal and fit right into their roles here with the Bulldogs program.
The Baron Dupree's lost Sturts, Penn, Wilkins. Guys have been in for 5 years, and it was seamless transition with these new players. This Knapp Center crowd is on their feet.
Big free throws for Wright. Back to a 7-point lead. Hickman for Linke. Battling Brody. How about that? Connor Linke, who's playing his 5th straight game today, takes it over one of the best post players in mid-major basketball.
Linke didn't see time the first 2.5 months of the season.
Overton tipped up. They're going to wave that off. And there was a foul on the floor. It's on Davis's second.
O'Brien will have been searching for a backup postman all season. He found him about 5 games ago right here. Connor Linke, the senior. We've seen some great footwork out of him. Big lift for the Braves.
Now, Overton just missed the first free throw of the day for either team. Drake had been 18 of 18. And Bradley at the line today is 7 for 7.
Well, you mentioned it, Clay. Triple overtime game on Wednesday nights. When you see it when those free throws come up short, the crowd is trying to lift this Drake Bulldog team out of that fatigue in the triple overtime game.
Trying to protect the 6-point lead right now with 2.5 to go. Leons from the free throw line. Got the bounce. Nice soft rim here in Des Moines.
We talk about his defense. He has come so far and so confident with his offensive skills. Leons off the bounce.
Bradley within 4 with 2 minutes to go. Big possession here.
Showing the zone again.
Enright. Overton falling away, left it short. Should be a new shot clock. The buzzer went off, but that is a new shot clock. Reset to 20 for Drake.
Big rebound. Brody kept it alive. Tucker Breeze is able to get it.
And Wright's going to be fouled. And Duke Dean is going to be the culprit.
You talk about Wright being quiet early in this game. He is not afraid of the moment. Getting himself to the free throw line. Team is a transfer. It's the contact. Back at the line again.
I'm actually going to give it on Linky. Give it to Linky, I should say. It's been a quiet scoring night for Wright. It's the free throw. Don't forget Alabama, Florida, Super Tuesday presented by Progressive, a head-to-head top 25. And then great in-state battle between K-State and Kansas at 9 Eastern on Tuesday on ESPN.
Wright gets them both. Now Bradley's got to score this possession.
Drake ball. Big defensive stop.
Managing the ball screens much better this game, the Bulldogs. That was a big focus. Get over the top. Do not let Hickman and Dean get back to the middle of the floor. Now you put the hands, all in the hands of the best free throw shooter. It's been a tough place for teams to win, Clay. They've won 20 in a row here in the Knapp Center.
15-0 this year. 20 straight going back to last year. DeVries, no. Linky. Corrals it. Here comes Bradley with 45 seconds to go, and Brian Wardle wants a timeout. Darren DeVries, two-time Valley Coach of the Year. This is his 4th straight season of at least 24 wins. 43 seconds away from number 25. He owns 5 of the program's 10 seasons of 20 wins or more. What a job he has done here with the Bulldogs.
This has been a dormant program. Dr. Tom Davis got him going a little bit, and Keno Davis. And Darren DeVries has come in and just a terrific job with this program. It's in 6 consecutive 20-win seasons. Got them their first NCAA win over Wichita State, the first in 50 years for the Drake Bulldogs. You have to go back to those Dolph Pulliam teams of 1969 as Final Four teams.
You talked about how hard they are to beat here at the Knapp Center. Under DeVries, I mean, they've never lost more than 3 games in a season. And trying to stay perfect this year.
And trying to build on that resume for an at-large bid.
Well, you heard Joe Lunardi, Kevin. I mean, he still thinks that Drake's in the conversation.
Look what this Valley has done. Last year, Drake gets in the tournament. They take Miami down the wire, leads that team for 35 minutes, and then Miami goes on to the Final Four. That's how good the Valley produces when when they get in the NCAA tournament.
Really good Sunday afternoon crowd here at the Knapp Center. Final game of the regular season. The two oldest rivals in this league going head-to-head. It's been a good one, especially here in the second half. Linke lost it at his feet. DeVries comes away with it.
Another steal for Tucker DeVries. Only 4 points in the second half for DeVries, but he has made his presence felt in other ways.
And Garland's going to go to the free throw line for two.
Fingerprints all over this game. Comes from the weak side. Digs in that on Linke. This freshman Garland has been sensational in this game.
We very well could see these two teams squaring off again in St. Louis. Hickman misses at the rim. And DeVries is going to be fouled. Tucker DeVries, that huge first half, not quite as offensive in the second half, but what a day. And what a couple of games piggybacked here this week at Chicago and here today against Bradley.
Did it with his point production in the first half. In the second half, steals. You hear the crowd chant for Brody. Darnell Brody, the senior.
Got them both. And Tucker DeVries now number 2 all-time on the scoring list, just past Josh Young. Tucker DeVries closing in on 1,800 career points. Reed Timmer is next on the chart.
Darren DeVries is trying to sub this. He wants a foul so he can bring Darnell Brody out of the game. The senior gets a standing ovation.
And there's the foul. What a year it's been for Darnell Brody. The best of his career. 9 points today, 6 rebounds for Darnell. His family's in attendance. And I know they're proud.
Saw him here before the game. His father, Darnell, is here. His mother, Dina. His little sister, Kennedy, was out shooting around before the game started.
Kyron Gibson also getting a standing ovation. And there's a big roar for Darnell. Boy, he's a crowd favorite, isn't he?
A big hug from Darren DeVries. 4 years of excellence, improvement every year for Darnell Brody.
Hatton Wright just fouled again. Thought he was supposed to keep fouling so he'd do more standing ovations, but wasn't necessary. And that's going to do it. 74-66 the final. The Drake Bulldogs win the regular season finale. And 16-4. They will be the number 2 seed in St. Louis. Bradley will be the 3 seed.
These teams could meet up again, and Bradley, great effort in the second half. They got that thing back down to manageable, but too much. Tucker DeVries in the first half. Too much of the Bulldogs in the second half.
29 points for Tucker DeVries. They had 3 in double figures for Bradley in a losing effort, but it's the Bulldogs behind last year's Player of the Year, could be Player of the Year again, Tucker DeVries. For Kevin.